G-A-U-D-Y, hands in the sky. I'm back with Shea, and this is Showdown.
Yo.
So, we've decided that NFE was not good.
Not at all. Not in this. What does NFE really stand for?
Not fucking entertaining.
Bingo.
There we go. So we decided to
make it happen, small though.
Make it happen. So we've decided to jump into RU. I don't particularly like the OU metagame. It's a lot of Landorus.
Surprisingly, a lot of good Pokemon in RU. A lot of interesting Pokemon, I gotta say.
Some of my favorite, honestly.
We have built our team prior to starting.
Right, so we're going to run you through a little bit of it. First up, Mega-Banette. Mega-Banette's a really solid lead. Taunt, Prankster as well, which is big.
Not great offensively, but excellent support Pokemon. Surprisingly effective, I would say.
Stupid attack stat, but a really bad speed stat.
Yeah.
But it
great attack, priority on non-attacking moves.
Exactly. So
Nice
it makes for
Freak.
a really solid anti-lead and a
Yes.
revenge killer, because you get a priority taunt, Destiny Band, your Destiny Bond,
You're usually going to take down at least one thing with Destiny Bond, provided you can time it right.
and Magic Coat, so you can come in on, or rather you can get just to jump
If
on
you
somebody.
suspect the stealth rocks, you can usually... Also, because another little thing, there's always... Now, because Banette is, particularly Mega-Banette is really slow, you could potentially be one-shot if your opponent is, like, scarfed or something, but Mega-Banette's ability, before it evolves, is actually Frisk, so you can see what their item
We should
is.
change that, because it's going to be like, it's going to default to Insomnia.
Exactly.
So we've got a really sick lead in this, which is great. Now, typically, one of the main problems is Mega-Banette has really frail, like, standard defense, and that's pretty standard with Mega-Banette and Ghost types in general.
Especially knockoff everywhere. Even if it's not knocking off the Mega Stone, it's still doing a lot.
Exactly. So you come in, you get that either a taunt, you get a knockoff if you get the chance, because if they lead with something terrible, you can taunt it, and then you have your Destiny Bond afterwards. So it comes in as a really great anti-lead and revenge killer.
Yes.
But Champ for fantastic levels of offense.
I love this set. I always run Assault Vest on my Champ.
We go for max attack, a little bit of special defense, and then max HP as well, so that you've got all the bulk you can get. Assault Vest, so you can stay in on a special move that you normally wouldn't be able to. Bullet Punch, Knockoff, Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch. It's heavy offense, but it does work.
And what works so well with it, particularly the no-guard Dynamic Punch, is that even if you're being resisted, you're guaranteed that confusion. So your opponent is going to be affected by it, regardless of their type.
Exactly, and then you have Assault Vest to deal with potential special threats in the tier.
Yeah.
Things like if you're not taking a Hurricane from a Noivern, which we do have on the team, or potentially just like some of the various Pokemon in the tier.
Well, we made the executive decision to leave Hurricane off Noivern. Don't be hitting me with that 70% accuracy.
It's just really bad. But we'll get to that in a sec. Next up is Feraligatr. Now, I love Feraligatr. It's
not as good as Gyarados. What was that?
No, who said that? I love Sheer Force. I love Life Orb. 2 Dragon Dances. 1 is usually sufficient to bring it up to a reasonable speed tier. So you're running max attack, max speed.
And with Aqua Jet, you're not. There's even lower risk of being like out prioritized.
Right. So you've got your Aqua Jet, just like outright. It's got priority. You've got Earthquake, so it doesn't get walled by any kind of Steel types or even Dragon type in the tier. Waterfall, and then
This is for stab and then Dragon Dance.
Sheer Force means you don't take the damage from Life Orb, of course. So you've got like massive amounts of damage.
The only thing we have to remember is because of Sheer Force, we're not getting that flinch chance off a Waterfall.
Of course,
have
which
to keep
is
that in mind.
like a bit unfortunate, so we can't roll for it. But you know, it's still pretty good.
It's just not something that we can be like, oh well, we can rely on this.
We also won't get double damage on Dig from Earthquake.
Why didn't I think of that?
It's so unfortunate.
No!
And one of
Just delete the team.
like I'm talking Machamp levels of hard hitting Marowak Alolan. One of the beautiful things about Alolan Marowak is your amazing moveset, a better typing overall. Rockhead if you want to, or
But come on, it's the item, it's the Thick Club.
it's absolutely.
What do you think of when you think Marowak? You think Thick Club.
You can run Lightning Rod if
This
you want
boy's
to in some of the later tiers. But we're going to run Rockhead just for a little bit of extra survivability. And then Thick Club. Thick Club outright doubles its attack. This is a Sword Dance on an item, which is amazing with no downside. And Flare Blitz Stab, which is fantastic.
And also
then
means
we're running
we're not taking up a moveset with Sword Dance, and we also don't have to sacrifice that turn to set up.
Right, so you don't get stuck in that weird 4 moveset syndrome. It's got Shadow Bone, which is also fantastic. It's an 85 base power physical ghost move. Flame Charge, so that now one of the the biggest downsides you get with Marowak is it's got a really low speed. So if we can get in on like anything that doesn't really deal with Marowak well, knowing that it's a threat, Flame Charge is completely free, and you get up a speed tier 1.5 times speed off of 207. You're sitting at about 300 speed, odd 250, 260. A second one if you get the chance, and keep in mind that's hitting off of a double base power already.
And even that low base speed combined with flame charge, you might think, well, it's so slow, that +1 might not even make such a huge difference, but you have to bear in mind the lower overall stat totals in RU.
Right, it's just, so it's pretty big. Like.
That speed tier is a lot lower on average. So
like you're outspeeding some of the biggest threats in the tier overall, which with like the one boost, if you can get a second one, fantastic. And then Boomerang, which is honestly like one of the best ground type moves. You've got 90% accuracy, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it's still better than Precipice Blades. 50 base power, but it hits twice, so it's actually 100 base power move. That means it's an Earthquake that hits twice. So if you break a sub, you can still hit it. It breaks sashes, which is massive. And
I believe one of the main threats in RU is actually Mega Steelix, which Marowak, as long as it's not switching into Earthquake, it's always going to outspeed and deals with really effectively.
Exactly. You have a double base power, you have a Flare Blitz or a Boomerang that you can pop off on. And then which brings us to Noivern. So we've got a lot of offensive physical threats in the team. So we said we'd throw on a special one. And Noivern is pretty cool. Choice Specs Infiltrator means that all of its moves are going to go around substitutes and ignore setups.
I didn't notice this before, but because Boom Burst is a sound-based move, that will actually go through substitute anyway.
Right, the Infiltrator doesn't matter that much.
It's just an added bonus, really.
Boom Burst is one of its biggest moves. It's got massive damage. It goes around subs. Although Infiltrator kind of negates that. We could run Frisk on this instead if we wanted, actually.
Yeah, I think so. We have a workaround for substitute.
Which is its information, which is fantastic. Boom Burst to go around subs. It's big damage. Choice Specs off of a base 97 attack, special attack, and one of the highest speed tiers, not just in the tier, but in the overall like Pokemon ever.
That's faster than Mega Pidgeot.
It's ridiculously
Pidgeot's like 121.
Draco Meteor for that massive stab damage. Flamethrower because I am not about low accuracy moves. I never have been.
And also Dragon and Normal are both resisted by Steel.
Exactly. So a little bit of an answer. And it's Choice Specs as well, again off a high thing. And then U-turn, so if we come in and we have a little bit of an option to just kind of pivot. The team lacks any form of pivot, not a really, really hyper offense team like we're running. A little bit of a pivot offense is really important.
And U-turn will synchronize well with our next Pokemon,
which is Jolteon.
Yes.
So we chose to go with Electrium Z because we don't have a Z move already, and you know, Z moves are really great.
Which is why we're running the normally lower accuracy Thunder.
It's one of the only reasons. Plus, there isn't a lot of situations because Jolteon is crazy frail, 60 base defense, 65 base HP.
This thing ain't taking an Earthquake.
It's not going to be sitting in there for a great deal of time. Realistically, this Pokemon comes in, does a hit,
insanely hard,
gets out. So we've chosen not to go for a choice item specifically so that we can run. This was not meant to be Wild Charge.
That was meant to be Volt Switch. Volt Switch and U-turn are going to synchronize well.
So we've got a Volt Turn combo built in there. Hidden Power Ice to deal with any form of ground types if they choose to be out, or alternatively Dragons. If Noivern is in the tier, we probably won't tank a hit from Noivern, but we threaten it with the Hidden Power Ice.
Yes.
Or if we catch it on the switch in, if we know they have it, it's brilliant. It's 4 times super effective. It's great.
And most Jolteon are also choice, mostly choice specs, but you do see the very rare choice scarf set. So if we can, you know, use an electric move, let's say we go into Thunder and they switch into a ground type, they might think they're safe. That provides the opportunity to use Hidden Power
exactly. It's a real, like, it's one of those does one thing and does it well, and then it's pretty much done. But like the versatility on it is great. Now we've chosen to run Shadow Ball over Signal Beam.
It just doesn't get that many good coverage moves.
Well, I mean,
that's its
a dark type thing is you really only have the options of say Shadow Ball and Signal Beam. That's about all it does. But Shadow Ball is a little bit of a higher base attack, and given that we're already running Electrium Z and a Volt Switch, this thing doesn't need to stay in on any, like, say, dark types that would be in the tier. Also, there just aren't that great deal of dark types in the tier. It doesn't need to stay in on them, and all of it's like it's hyper offense with Electrium Z Thunder, which is that is like 100 and is it like a 210 base power move?
It's like at least 160.
It's I'm probably way off with it, but it's a massive amount of damage, and we're probably not going to be using Thunder itself then. Obviously, if we end up in a situation where we're at a disadvantage over Thunderbolt, but you know, if they have an electric type, we can switch in with Volt Absorb. It's an option, and of course then we could run Lightning Head with this, Lightning Rod with this, but
we do have Volt Absorb,
being able to do it gives us that complete answer. Now we could play around with a little bit more water, but we said like for Alligator gives us an option for this as well. And so we've got like kind of a hyper offense with a solid anti-lead and a solid bit of cleanup in the back.
And Machamp does. It might seem obviously that we have a bit of a dark weakness with 2 ghost types, Marowak and Banette, but Machamp's actually going to cover that quite well. It's going to counter most dark types. There aren't really any dark types that can counter it.
Exactly.
That I know of.
Like, if you're looking at even the dark types in the tier, God, I'm not even sure there is that many. This is not Team Builder. This is all validated, so that's all fine. So if we were looking at, say, RU, Pokemon, RU, and Dark.
Yeah, like what are the
You're looking at Ooh, that's not a tag.
Yeah.
Umbreon, which is not an answer. Umbreon has never been an answer.
No.
Drapion is not something that we're dealing with that Pokemon anyway, but Drapion will go down to a great deal.
Mandibuzz, I would say, is the only threat there. As much as I love Honchkrow, it's not very good.
Which is a lot of the reason that we've chosen to run like Ice Punch on it. So you have an answer to that. Same with Honchkrow as well. And then, like Honchkrow is weak and Mandibuzz are both weak to Jolteon.
Yeah.
They will be devastated by it. Umbreon is especially defensive wall, so it's going to get wrecked by Dynamic Punch. And Drapion is a powerful Pokemon overall. Its knockoffs are big.
Surprisingly fast for how bulky it is.
I know, you wouldn't think.
A really, really good taunter actually, because it is faster than most setup Pokemon, and you got Toxic Spikes. So it's a nice touch.
But we have options for it. Like a Z Thunder is pretty big.
Its special defense is very lacking.
Exactly, and not to mention the fact that for Alligator with its Life Orb, Marowak is going to hit it with a Boomerang if we have the.
As long as we don't switch into the knockoff.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
We've got to watch out for knockoff on Marowak, because if it loses the Thick Club, it loses its.
Not to mention it would probably just kill it.
Yeah, if it even lives.
It gives us options. Now Marowak's pretty bulky as well. It's got a base 110 defense, which is
Very
really
solid.
surreal. But overall, it's a pretty good team, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, the skull on its head, that's how much. Imagine how much defense that is. Imagine your skull was on the outside of your face. How much defense that would provide.
Completely unprotected brain.
Yeah.
This boy has also chosen to bring a Feraligatr. I think this is either
Double
a Diancie,
magic bounce.
or a Manette, or
I'm gonna say
an
Diancie
Espeon
lead.
So, it can't be. It's not Mega, so it's not Magic Bounce.
Oh yeah. I didn't even
so
think
it's
of that.
definitely an Espeon lead as an anti-lead.
So perhaps Machamp with Bullet Punch?
If it Diancie, he's not gonna. If he leads Diancie for Stealth Rock, then it's a pretty sick counter.
So do we just lead with Banette? That was the original plan.
It threatens Espeon immensely.
Yes.
Right.
Let's go for it.
Oh, Flygon.
Because it doesn't have Magic Bounce, so it can't bounce back.
So this thing is going to what is it? It's leftovers.
Dragon
This
Dance.
thing is going to Dragon Dance. This is a sick time to
Test out the taunt.
taunt. If it goes for a Dragon Dance, we wreck it. If it hits us, we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, prevent the Dragonette. Now I would say it's probably not going to kill us in one shot, so I would say
Probably knockoff. I'd expect it to switch, knowing that it can't do anything.
We have to keep in mind the mechanics where
Earthquake.
Destiny Bond will fail if used
That's
in
a crit.
succession.
That is big damage.
And again, the taunt guarantees that they will attack if they stay in.
So we have a choice. We can reveal Destiny Bond, which, realistically, they should maybe know that we have, or...
I say go
chance
for the
it.
Destiny.
What was the Earthquake roll? 63?
Yeah.
If we can claim one, we claim one. Okay,
And see, we take one down with us. That's a big that's a big setup threat. Out of the way.
yeah, because that completely clears the way for Alligator.
Yeah.
There's no. His Feraligatr is a bit of a threat, but it doesn't answer a setup, and that is the same as our Feraligatr.
If we can boost with Dragonite to the point where we outspeed Sceptile, I think we win.
Pretty much. Now I'm afraid of the Sceptile switching if I don't go into Noivern here.
Well, if it's something that's not good, we can just U-turn out.
I like the
very
Noivern.
fast.
Sceptile.
Yeah,
Cool. That
U-turn.
was exactly what I was worried about. So he can't stay in with this.
No.
Now I could expect a Hidden Power Ice. But if he chooses to stay in, it's only because he's Hidden Power Ice. And also Sceptile Mega is in the tier.
True.
So he could Dragon hit us. If he Mega Evolves, we don't outspeed anymore.
Yeah. And he can probably one-shot us.
So U-turn is probably the sickest play. Ooh,
Yeah.
Don't Dragon
A
Meteor.
workup.
I didn't expect that. That was a surprise.
Okay.
But that gives us...
I don't think he's going to be... Machamp's going to be one-shot.
No, not with the Assault Vest, which is brilliant, because now we have a 4x super effective Ice
Since
Punch.
it has workup, it's quite possibly a mix set.
Maybe.
But that means it's going to have split EVs in attack and special
Right,
attack.
and
so
then with Machamp already is just reasonably bulky, so Ice Punch is 4x super effective.
that's going to kill him.
That's
It's just up
massive
to
damage.
us surviving this hit.
Pretty
Which
much.
I think we will.
And in terms of his switch-ins, he could go into Feraligatr, but then he has to risk a Dynamic Punch afterwards, because it isn't going to one-shot us without setup.
No.
And possibly Arcanine if it's Intimidate, but that's a free switch-in on our part to Feraligatr.
As long as he doesn't win once.
Dragon Pulse.
50. No.
That's why we run Ice. Yeah, so
And
there.
that's his Mega taken out.
Which is amazing, so we're
Yes.
doing reasonably well. If he goes into Diancie, it's dead. And I would probably do the switch out.
Okay. I'd say Dynamic.
Yeah, just flat out. Because this is probably going to go for a setup expecting the switch.
In the off chance that he does hit himself with fusion, he'll be doing a lot more.
So that's massive amounts of damage to it.
So if he fails this, if he hits himself this turn, he's dead.
Now, do we risk the Bullet Punch?
I don't think so. It's resisted.
Yeah.
It's not going to do nearly enough.
Plus, I think we're still faster with Noivern.
Yeah.
So it comes in and kills it?
I'd say just go for the Dynamic Punch.
Earthquake. Cool, he got us with Earthquake. So I think just Noivern kill it. with the Draco Meteor.
Will we outspeed a +1? That's the question.
Yeah, it's like 280 and this is 379.
Okay, I'll take your word for
I
it.
think I almost prefer the Jolteon.
Yeah, that's even faster.
Right, plus we get a Volt Switch, so we get...
Yeah.
that's just a better play. Plus he's got no answers to this because he lost his Flygon at the start.
Yeah.
So this is really good. This
I
is
know.
going really well. I wasn't expecting to do really well. Now, it is worth noting we're bottom of the ladder. This is not a resist. You have no idea.
Are you? Not a tier I gave a lot of credit initially. But
this is for Alligator.
yeah.
Like, that's...
That's not a Mega Diancie.
Yeah, it can't be. So, it's leftovers, so it might be stalled with Toxic. So I'm thinking we Dragon Dance.
I say Dragon Dance.
Plus, I mean, this is, like, half dead.
If he doesn't make a serious play this turn, he's essentially done.
I swear, if this thing is, like, just a random Destiny, it doesn't
Yeah,
even get
no,
it.
it doesn't get it.
I hope not. I'm gonna pop on the timer for this
Survives a
one.
1 hit point Endeavor and like fucking quick attack.
I think Endeavor Diancie is a thing, but it's got leftovers, so there's no way it is.
No.
Like, it is worth
Unless
noting.
that's what they want us to do.
This is 100% bottom of the ladder, so like I'm not
Yeah.
expecting the biggest plays, but at the same time, this is going really well. It's a solid, also just like those were some good plays. Like, I mean, yeah, technically we're at about a 50-50, but what does this man do here? Because, you know, if we set up a Dragon Dance, as we just did, is it Thunderwave? It's Moonblast. Okay, we have to kill now. We have no other options.
Waterfall.
Yeah, it's Stab.
I'd be shocked if it survived.
Cool.
No, critical.
That
It didn't
not
even matter.
So Arcanine is not an answer. His Espeon is not an answer because that would go down.
The only possible solution he has in this situation is if his Arcanine has Intimidate. We don't know because it hasn't come out yet.
Espeon is not a switch.
No,
and this is not
'cause
Scarf.
the only thing you could really do is swap in Arcanine, get the Intimidate, swap in Espeon, swap into Arcanine again.
Go into his own for Alligator, try to
Yeah.
set up, but then he still has to deal with Jolteon.
Yeah.
Noivern, like that
and
isn't
you
happening.
need at least 2 Dragon Dances.
Plus, we already revealed the fact that he's running Earthquake, so he's definitely not running like Does he think you get Ice Sign?
Waterfall.
Yeah, no, it's just free.
It's Choice Scarf Espeon.
Next level.
Yes.
That's the whole game.
Yeah,
That is the whole game. Now, Arcanine is typically a physically bulky game. If he's running Intimidate, then he's probably running
I'm
Leftovers.
just scared of the Will-O-Wisp. That's the only thing.
I'm not, because he has no other
Aren't
answers
you
for this.
fucking confident?
That's it, yeah. Like,
Wow. It's usually Rocky Helmet. That's surprising.
I would expect Leftovers Morning Sun,
Yeah, quite possibly.
but I mean, like, that's it. He disconnected. Didn't even forfeit, just
No.
disconnected.
Just shut off his computer.
Wow, that's just hard. Shut down, close the entire browser.
Yeah.
Just close. Yeah, why?
Just close it out of shame so nobody can track your ID.
This is a spicy team.
I like it.
I
think
haven't seen.
that's not prankster Meowstick.
I haven't seen Meowstick in so long. Okay.
Meowstick.
I hate Whimsicott,
I know.
so I'm
But
leading.
Taunt shuts it
We
down.
have to lead Banette because if this thing leads and gets a setup,
Like-
it doesn't matter
And
because
even if-
Noivern has Boom Burst.
Yeah, and even if he magic bounces like Taunt, like Espeon gets destroyed by knockoff.
Again, these are threats, but we already proved that it literally doesn't matter with
Yeah.
Sceptile because once we have Machamp in on it, it's dead.
Yeah.
So I think the Banette lead here is the safest thing. It gets us, we answer Espeon really, really easily. We answer Meowstick with knockoff, and it probably can't one-shot us in return, although it is a threat. Although Mega-Banette has massive high special defense, so if it does try to go for a Shadow Ball, it probably won't one-shot us, and we can get it back with Destiny Bond. And the biggest threat after that is probably if it leads Electivire.
The only thing I'd be scared of is the motor drive, especially if we go for the Z Thunder.
It doesn't need a speed up. We do not need to give
How
that
do
thing a
you
speed
know?
up.
And when it's sweeping through our team, what then?
No, like, we do not need to give that thing a speed up. If we do,
Well,
like,
actually, Jolteon might not be great in this. Like, he could easily... Like, Mega Sceptile has Lightning Rod.
Yeah.
So he could easily lure for Alligator, swap in after having Mega Evolved to get the special
no,
attack,
like,
which I'd be
Jolteon
scared of.
is the Feraligatr check.
Yeah.
As long as Jolteon is alive, his Feraligatr is threatened the
Okay.
entire time. Like, if he, because one setup isn't enough.
Yeah.
It absolutely isn't. And, because, it's still faster. And we know that from ours, because ours is max speed. Who is it? Oh, it is Electivire. Okay. So,
Life Orb, okay.
cool. So this is just Destiny Bond.
Yeah.
If we just Destiny Bond here, and it hits us with a knockoff, which it probably will.
Does it get knockoff?
Yes.
I feel like it doesn't.
Electivire. It doesn't.
Can't.
I mean, it probably still kills us. But like
Yeah.
Destiny Bond is just free.
Probably like a wild charge or some physical electric move. Oh. What we can do now is knock off.
This is really bad.
Knock off.
We're slower than it.
I know, that's what we want.
Oh god, yeah.
So
right.
Destiny Bond
It
kicks
continues
in.
through.
Yeah.
God, thank you.
Yeah. That's why I like to run at least one attacking move on, so you're not always
That's it.
going first.
That's
Yeah.
Electivire.
That's how you play Mega-Banette, man.
Yeah, like it's full on. So
Very
again,
underrated Mega.
we kind of have to make a choice. I'm thinking that he's either going to go into Whimsicott or Meowstic to try and take back, put up a little bit of defensive pressure, which means if he goes into either, Noivern is an answer. Because we have U-turn to answer either way.
Marowak also answers that.
It
And
doesn't deal
he
with
doesn't have a
Whimsicott
swap-
because he has Prankster, so he'll get a substitute down. I mean, we threaten it, but
But he
Flame
doesn't-
Charge breaks it.
Yeah. He doesn't have a swap in for like Shadow Ball.
We are slower than Meowstic, and
but Shadow
Marowak
Ball's
might
gonna
die to
annihilate.
Shadow Ball.
Yeah, quite. Okay.
No,
Play
but I
safe,
mean,
go Noivern.
yeah, because I mean we have the U-turn. Okay, so it's Whimsicott, which
Okay,
is
so
brilliant.
Boom Burst.
Like,
And he doesn't have a swap in for it.
well, I mean we're faster than it, Prankster though.
Yeah.
I mean Boomburst is free, but so is Flamethrower.
Yeah, but that.
I mean if he
isn't-
subs, we kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might Thunderwave. I'm kind of.
He doesn't get Thunderwave.
He's choice specs. It's trick.
Oh, we have Frisk.
That doesn't matter because we're also choice
Ha.
specs. Go ahead, trick me. I don't care.
Trick me, bitch.
And I also choice. He's Boomburst is unresisted. We could just stay in and Boomburst
I
the
say go for it.
whole time. That's not okay. And if he brings in, because if he brings in Mega Skeptile, we can sack anything to it.
Oh. No.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't a trick at all.
That's not okay. That
Like,
is
just finish it with Bullet Punch.
16 levels of not okay. Right, yeah. Wow, I didn't expect that.
Noivern couldn't one-shot something but fucking
I don't
Whimsicott
want this
did.
in on this. This is really bad.
Well, we are Assault Fest, but then against High Shock.
What am I gonna do? Hit it with knockoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna one-shot it.
Didn't kill. 2%. That's fine. It's a
Bullet
bullet
punch.
punch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is our Mega Skeptile answer.
True. We have Hidden Power Ice on Jolteon though.
We do have Hidden Power Ice and Jolteon. Ooh, set up on me. Try it.
Oh.
Dragon Pulse.
Oh, and the times 4.
Ooh.
You a Christmas tree now, boy.
I would quit if I was this man
Yeah.
right now. Not even. Don't just forfeit.
Can't even endure the
This
shame.
is. He's gonna set up, and
Yep.
it is like red.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
My plays are hot, but
that
my
Jade
reads
Croc.
are so cold. So okay, we're in a similar situation as we were last time. We know that Jolteon outspeeds.
Of course.
Right. So we can Bullet Punch, weaken it, Dynamic Punch if he gets hit in the confusion, or we can just sack this. I mean, we sack this regardless.
I
right?
say Dynamic Punch.
Yeah, I mean,
Bullet
if it
Punch
kills it,
is-
it kills it.
Okay.
It's Liquidation, not
But
Waterfall.
Jolteon counters both.
It outspeeds, so we
Yeah.
Volt Switch to get in Marowak on this, and then so that if it kills Marowak, we come back in on this with the Shadow Ball.
Sure.
And because it kills, we know it kills.
Oh, it's
It's
faster.
faster.
That has to be like max speed Jolly.
I'm sorry. What? 252 Adamant. At a 1.5 times speed, that's 50 bonus.
He has to be running Jolly.
That has to be Jolly. 280. I don't understand how that's fast enough. 394. I mean, I'm just wrong, but you know, this doesn't one-shot me regardless, which gets me a Dragon Dance. I'm not fast enough to kill this thing, then.
Earthquake. That's the only choice we really
I
have.
literally have to. I'm astonished. I guess I should maybe just run fucking. Do I run Jolly?
Wait, what
Jolteon?
were you initially? Why are you running Hasty?
Oh, he's running Crunch.
We're just
Yeah,
not
why
running
is it
timid?
not? Why?
Timid.
Minus
We're not running any
defense.
physical attacks.
Yeah. But this is a plus speed nature. Swap this to timid, yeah.
yeah.
Don't understand. This is fine. This is still
Waterfall.
dead.
Yeah, we still win.
Psyshock, yeah, that's fine. This is probably. Oh, it's Life Orb. Cool. So that's a Shadow Ball. And if he uses a Shadow Ball, I don't think we die, but I can't guarantee it.
That is GG.
Hidden Power Ground. Okay.
Wow. He paid attention to the last video. He likes my vocal.
Absolutely,
Hidden
yeah.
Power Ground
He's definitely
strats.
watching the
Yes.
unuploaded video.
Exactly.
Okay, so I want to check something. God, that makes me really upset. I don't think. What is it? It's Feraligatr. Are you Dragon Dance? It is Jolly. +1. 420.
Oh my god.
We were so wrong the whole time.
We're so far off.
We've just been playing around something that we're wrong about.
What is Pokemon?
Okay, that's astonishing. Is ours Jolly as well?
We were adamant this game, but we just changed it.
Yeah, so this is Jolly now, and then this is also Timid. Do we... I mean... What? Okay, I didn't expect that. I thought 280 was like, that was an extra bonus of like 60. 160.
The point is we won.
It's 1.5. It's 160. I'm an idiot.
We destroyed. The point is we demolished. That's being generous. We overcame our first RU challenge.
Thanks.
I think is.
We learned.
We did learn.
Ooh, this is a cool team. We were contemplating this actually when we were putting in Machamp to deal with the potential of Honchkrow.
Mandibuzz as well.
Especially when we're already running 2 Dark Weeks in Banette
it is
and Marowak.
interesting. Honchkrow is almost like they're both Dark Flying. Honchkrow is like really high offense but low speed and defenses, whereas Mandibuzz is like very little damage output but like crazy high defenses.
But fortunately, we're in a situation where Jolteon just like hard carries.
Yes.
This man
I would
has
suspect the
no
Fortress
electric resists at all.
No.
So Jolteon with a Z can just do damage. Banette into Fortress, that's fine. We
I'd
Mega
say
Evolve.
Magikarp.
Ooh, yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. When you
See if
know
he-
they're gonna
Spikes.
See?
Yeah. So that's sick.
And there's no.
We can second taunt
Yeah.
so that he doesn't. Yeah. He
course.
can't rapid spin on us, which is brilliant.
Of course, Magikarp.
He was gonna go for it again.
Magikarp doesn't function in the same way as Destiny Bond in the sense that you can use Magikarp over and over again without failing.
You can't rapid
You
spin
can't
on a
spin
ghost
block.
type.
That might be his only
Knockoff-
offensive.
Knockoff is free, like beyond free.
Volt
Volt switch, cool.
Interesting.
So whatever he brings in,
Why does Fortress have Volt Switch?
I have no idea. Does it get U-turn as well?
No! It's a bug type, but it gets Volt
This
Turn.
we can just
Volt-
Destiny Bond. We can claim this.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
And because I know it's not.
Ooh, he taunted.
Okay,
but
knockoff.
we're slower with the
definitely
knockoff.
slower.
So if he doesn't kill
We
us,
should
it's fine.
consider running a minus speed nature on that.
Actually, you're not wrong. Ooh, what did he do? Sucker
Aw.
punch. Didn't kill. We took off his life orb. He's Z. Oh no. Yeah, because our knockoff
Yeah.
didn't do anything. Okay, that man is Z. So he's probably going to sucker punch again.
Yeah.
Like, chance.
Do we want to conserve Banette? That's the question.
Yeah, it's a Destiny Bond. Like, Banette is
Yeah,
always
yeah.
a Destiny Bond. And it's still a free answer to Fortress.
Yeah.
So, if this man does that, then Jolteon is a free switch and claims a
just-
kill with Z.
Let's go over it.
I don't think anything he has answers.
That's resisted.
Yeah. Wait.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was recoil. So, I think we just get Gigavolt Havoc. 185 base
Yeah.
power. I mean, we outspeed. We definitely outspeed. Nothing he has
He
switches
could
into
sucker
it.
punch here.
Ooh, he
I
probably
did not
will.
consider that.
Which is a free
Do we
switch
wanna
back
double
into
switch?
Bayonet.
Yeah, go
Do we
for it.
pull it?
The only problem with see, the reads.
Outplayed. It's Destiny Bond. On the taunt, that's fine, and then we knock off because nothing he can do can kill now because we know he's faster.
Oh, you bastard.
That's fine, absolutely fine, because now he is probably going to go for Brave Bird again,
Yeah.
which Noivern resists.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, he's not. Oh, it doesn't. God, I can't believe we played around this so badly. That was a.
You gotta learn your resistance.
We should have known that he was going to taunt a second time and pull the second
Yeah.
switch back and shot.
He knows we have priority Destiny Bond.
It's fine if we sack this.
It's just unfortunate that we can't taunt him because Prankster doesn't work on Dark types.
Yeah, he gets Moxie.
He does.
We go back into Jolteon, and
Now
we don't
it's
have to
free kill.
worry about anything. No,
We don't
'cause
even have to Z. We can just.
He can still sucker punch, which he's going.
Why do we keep forgetting about this?
Which he's going to do. So, what do we do?
I don't.
How
have
did
an
we
answer.
not accommodate? It's just gonna give Gigavolt Havoc.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say if we switch to Machamp and let it die to recoil, maybe.
I think we lose.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go into Feraligatr.
We don't have any. Actually, yeah.
This thing is slower than me.
But it has Sucker Punch.
Right. Waterfall.
Yeah. There we go. Well, that was an unexpected
We
turn.
played that whole. We lost 2 of our Pokemon.
We did get.
We lost our Fortress answer,
We got
and our
a
Melodic
layer of
answer,
spikes down though.
and our Golisopod answer.
Well, you could look at it that way.
Right, Golisopod. So
Or
this
you
thing
could.
is.
I prefer to take the Ash Ketchum approach, even though I know I'm doing terribly. I'm still gonna win this.
Okay, so that was a first impression. I did a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Oh, okay.
We outspeed now, and then we force a switch with a waterfall.
He gets Aqua Jet and Sucker Punch.
Well, I don't care, because we resist Aqua Jet. I think we live it. Melodic. Okay, that's fine. Do damage. 32% is not a lot. This thing is probably going to Skull.
That's probably its only offensive move.
Usually it's its only offensive move. And Earthquake is free.
Yeah.
43%. That's unfort. I was expecting more.
Oh, hey. I think we still at speed.
Fine, because we kill.
Nice.
Oh god.
I wonder, was he planning to kill us with life orb damage?
Maybe. Like, that's my best guess. Okay, so this is a free spikes for him if he wants it, but you know what? It's also free for us. Marowak.
My boy. Nothing can really swap into this.
Spike, we resist.
Flame Charge.
Yeah, oh yeah, like 100%. We resist First Impression.
Yeah.
And Aqua Jet won't kill because of our Massive High Defense. We Flame Charge, probably kills, gets us a speed boost. He comes in on Mega-Banette.
What is our speed of +1?
Ooh,
310, not bad.
He comes in with Banette, goes for Mega.
And he can't Will-O-Wisp either. Shadow Bone.
Ooh, no, because he just does the same thing.
Destiny Bond.
He Destiny Bonds us. And
do we want to Flame Charge
kills.
again?
It kills.
Are you sure?
Ooh, we should calc this.
Yes.
Because this is really important info. Cool, so what is it? It's a low Marowak. So that's Wall Breaker, Offensive Wall Breaker, Shadow Punch, Fire Punch, Stealth Rock. Let's swap this to Flame Charge. And then this is Banette, Banette Mega, are you offensive? Destiny Bond, Flame Charge, that's 59 to 69%.
It's not a kill.
Cool, that lives.
Did not think so. It's only 50 base power. It did not Mega Evolve.
Did he knock off?
Oh,
he Shadow Clawed.
Okay. Does he have shadows?
Oh, he's 100% going to Mega now.
Wow.
If he doesn't, that's a bad play. But if he does, it doesn't matter because he's only got 2 Pokemon left. We sack for Alligator to Golisopod, come back in with Machamp, and then kill Metagross.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Oh, no.
That is unfortunate. We could have just killed it.
Yeah.
But then, we had to play around it. This dies to... Oh, this dies to Spike.
But we can see what they're going to switch in. We can plan accordingly.
Right.
And at least Noivern isn't taking Spike's damage.
Actually, we can just switch into Noivern.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hit it with... Ooh!
Well, no, because he's
we should flame... It's Choice Band. Okay, we should Flamethrower on the Metagross.
Yeah. Is he going to want to swap in Golisopod again?
I would expect a U-turn.
It doesn't get U-turn.
It doesn't. Oh god, it's such a bad Pokemon. I would expect the
Fortress gets Volt Switch makes perfect sense. Golisopod, the bug type with U-turn. What are you talking about?
Like I'm expecting the switch into Metagross to handle the potential Draco Meteor.
Yes.
So we hit it with a Flamethrower. It's like unresisted if it does. If it does hit, it forces an emergency exit. We lock ourselves into Flamethrower and we probably kill Metagross.
And that's
His first impressions. That's a bad play. I mean, technically, I guess it's a good play. It's emergency exit. I guess he gets to come back in with first impression, but we probably kill with Flamethrower outright.
I would imagine so.
I hope so.
Unless it's Assault Vest or Occaberry.
It probably isn't Assault Vest.
No.
Right, let's kill. And then it comes back in, it doesn't kill us, it takes Spike's damage, and we kill it with Flamethrower.
And so we take yet another win.
Forfeit. Yep. That's amazing.
He didn't get the satisfaction.
I'm gonna be honest. We played some of that badly.
We did. We made a really bad move with Jolteon and Honchkrow was the big problem.
Because we have so many Honchkrow answers.
Yeah.
And we just played it so badly. Let's go for one more.
There's just so many Honchkrow answers. I can't choose.
Hang on. Team Builder. I want to swap this to a...
Minus speed.
Yeah.
So more special defense, less speed.
Probably.
Sassy.
And then... Machamp is fine. This is Jolly, so that we know it outspeeds Jolteon, apparently.
Who knew?
Noivern is fine. This is grand. Yeah, cool.
Alright, let's rock it.
This. Wow. Yeah, like, that was some bad play in the first half. And
yeah, we pulled it back, though. We pulled it back.
I'm going to pretend that we may intentionally make it hard on ourselves, just to pull it back in the second half. Like, that's the point.
Like, we're just so... We don't want to give all these RU players a hard time. In the
Right.
We're in the low ladder. We haven't, dedicated that much time to it. We don't want to go in and just wreck shop.
Yeah, no, you gotta
You
give
know?
him a chance.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they'll just forfeit immediately.
Yeah. Then you won't have any footage.
Ooh, okay, another fortress and a shaman.
I'm guessing cloister lead.
Right, probably. So Banette is sick here.
Yes.
Like, absolutely
Taunt.
disgusting. Fortress. Okay, so
Agave
Berry.
Magico.
Is that... What is Agave? Is that fire?
It's no, that's Aquaberry. It's a quarter of your health back, provided you don't have a minus special defense nature.
That is absolutely terrible. That may be the worst choice on a fortress I've ever seen.
Oh no, I was gonna say on a fortress maybe. It's one of the most common items on Ronin Wash.
Yeah. It's
Oh
free.
yeah.
We should
Taunt. I'd be paranoid that we could have the same problem where rapid spin is his only offensive move.
Can't use toxic. That's fine. So
Knock
what mattered?
off.
We knock off again. Get rid of his Aqua Berry.
Jeez.
Just run
Custap Berry or something.
anything else. That's
Anything
a
is-
knockoff on Tyrantrum is big.
Anything on.
Yeah, lose your choice, Gareth boy. We Destiny Bond. Just sack it.
Does it get Dragon Dance?
Oh yes.
Yes, it does.
But if we Destiny Bond and then we knock off again
Yes.
afterwards, then he kills, or he does a second time and then we still win.
I doubt he'd run 2 stealth.
Head
Oh
smash.
yeah. Oh,
That's fine
come
because
on.
we're slower, so we knock off. And if he switches, we get a knockoff. If he doesn't, we lose it. It's the same shit. It's the same script every time. Same soup, reheated. That's what this is.
Nice.
So he has no options because he can go back into Fortress and then we know he doesn't have an offensive move because he hard switched instead of volt switching.
Did you just serve me soup out of a can? That is one of the cardinal rules of Gordon Ramsay's
This
kitchen.
soup-
I expected you to know that.
This soup,
Is-
like my reeds, are cold.
Jake, what the fuck is this? This soup is dry.
And this ice, chef, and this ice, frozen.
That's one of my favorite foil.
Cool, sick.
I don't know how many of you guys have seen Foil Arms and Hog. Definitely check out their channel. But, there's a... How would you even describe it? A bank manager talking to potential clients for new businesses. It's like, we've had hot coffee, we've had iced tea. Now what about cold coffee with hot ice? How do you make hot ice? You freeze, boil, and wrap. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, what do we do? Do we know Burn?
Oh, I lost track of the situation. Well, that cloisters, I'd imagine that has a focus ash, and that's gone because of rocks.
Right.
So, and it has really trash special defense.
Right,
so
Noivern
I'd
is
say
free.
Noivern.
I think it does. We get a sick U-turn on Cresselia. We get info on Arcanine for what kind of Arcanine it is.
Yes, so I think Noivern's a safe bet.
And it handles both of these. Fortress. Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Gotta watch out for that Evo.
Aguav, but you lose this, so we're faster than you, so we
Avon,
outspeed, and we flamethrower to kill.
Nice.
Cool.
That's
I'm
the
really,
hazard
really
type.
happy with that play. Now, he does get in Cloister for free. He Cresselia's instead.
U-turn. Oh,
That's
we
a
can't.
terrible play.
We have a very clear Cresselia counter.
Yeah. I don't
say
understand what he did.
He's not setting up Trick Room or anything.
I
But
mean,
he might have Ice Beam.
Right, probably. But, like, Jolteon is free here.
Do you want to go into Jolteon? I was thinking Alola Marowak.
I'm thinking not, because I'm worried about him, like, oh, Calm Mind. Okay, that's really bad. We Gigavolt Havoc. And then full switch out into, just lay down damage before he does anything else. Why is Cresselia in RU, by the way?
I don't know. It's been called
That
the...
did 37%.
It's been called the Lugia of the lower team.
Yeah, it's obscene.
Yeah.
This is
It's
not
like
okay.
120 in each defense.
We just go into Marowak here?
Yeah, it's probably our best option.
Yeah.
It has like.
I'm just really worried about him if he can mind it. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I don't think anything he can do here can kill us, because
No.
this usually doesn't run Shadow Ball. Does it even get Shadow Ball?
No. I
Like,
don't
it's usually like, what is it? Like Moonblast, Psyshock.
It's usually if it's a supportive, relatively supportive set, it's usually like Psyshock, Trick Room, Lunar Dance, and maybe Ice Beam.
Oh, Lunar Dance.
Yeah.
So with Shadow Ball,
Yep.
Psychic doesn't
Nice.
kill, and the Shadow Ball kills. It
Oh
doesn't
my god!
kill.
We have Bullet Punch on Machamp, it's okay.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But that is obscene. He rested. That was a bad play.
This is just where. No, he does not.
That was a
Sleep Talk,
terrible play.
Psychic.
Did we just flame charge?
Yeah, go for it. Although, oh yeah, Extreme Speed and Arcanine doesn't matter because of Ghost.
Yeah, if we get the setup. Oh, Sleep Talk.
Oh,
Calm
does
Mind.
it even matter?
Ooh, that is the biggest thing. If we could have lost this whole game on a gamble.
But we took the risk and it paid off.
Is that the whole game?
Possibly,
Right,
unless
because
ice.
Shaman dies.
Unless Ice Shard from Cloister kills us.
I don't think it does. Oh, they were at 12%, but we've got massive defense, and an unset up Cloister is like trash.
Yeah, true. I don't know why I didn't send that up first, to be honest, or like right after.
Arcanine is not a switch into this.
It doesn't even have Intimidate.
It is faster if it's max speed.
Boomerang, I would say.
It kind of comes down to whether or not this is max speed.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
It's usually a bulky set.
I mean, not that it matters. We win. Cool. Okay. That's fine.
Cool.
So realistically, it's just for Alligator.
Yep.
It could be running Wild Charge. If this is an offensive with Flare Blitz, it's definitely running Wild Charge.
Do we want to risk the Noivern?
We
Boomburst
for
does hit.
Alligator on the switch into Jolteon to play mind games.
You're talking about like psyching out this kid?
Yeah. Okay.
Like Siddler?
Or do we just go into like Machamp and then Dynamic Punch? No, I think we for Alligator.
I say, we've used Z move on Jolteon?
Yeah, we
I
used it
say
already.
for Alligator.
Yeah. Okay, I want to pull a hard switch just to mess with him. But if we Dragon Dance, we're faster and we kill him with Earthquake.
This, for the unacquainted, is what's known as flexing. You're just so good.
Oh!
You're so good, your opponent just can't help showing
What?
off their skills.
Good! HP Ice.
I don't think that.
17 times a day. Oh no, we Volt Switch.
Well, yeah, Hidden Power Ice is only times 2 because it's land form.
Yeah, right. We Volt Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Noivern.
He's not staying in.
Noivern.
He stayed in.
Noivern Quad Resist Seed Flare, which is what I imagine he'd go for.
Ooh, yeah.
He also has
probably.
Earth Power, which is he's immune to.
And
so this
or
is a good switch.
Air Slash, probably.
Yeah,
He's
so-
AV.
What?
He does have Dazzling Gleam. Cool.
Oh,
So I guess we U-turn out into for Alligator.
Yeah.
This is bad. Do we sack Noivern, bring in Machamp, and hit him? He's got... We have a Soft Vest, so we survive one.
Yeah. I say Draco Meteor.
Sack it, go into Machamp. Yeah.
Okay, solid damage.
Yeah. Like, that was the best that we're getting. This dies, go into Machamp, then Ice Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably I think is the best play. Because it hits... I mean, it's going to hit Arcanine for damage anyway, and we know it's not Intimidate, which means it's what? Like Flash Fire?
Probably?
Giga Drain? That's not an answer.
No. Stop trying.
That was never an answer. Why didn't you Dazzling Gleam? Specs? Yeah.
Yes, it is in fact Specs. On my Machamp.
Specs, it's a 128 gigabyte hard drive with GTX 1080.
It's my Focus Blast Machamp. No guard, Focus Blast.
They would never see it. They'll never see it coming. Yo, this isn't a Switch.
No, he doesn't have a Switch.
That's not a play.
Oh, no, you can't do this.
That has never been a play in the history of Pokemon.
He has 100% Icicle.
That has never been a play.
It's a play, it's just not a very good one.
No, it was never a play. Arcanine doesn't kill this, we know that, and we just Dynamic Punch.
And I think that's game.
Wow, okay, so, yeah.
What kind of Arcanine set is this?
What kind of dragon killing backwards ass shit is that? I'm gonna wait on the ladder. In the meantime, Machamp put in work.
The not legendary Arcanine uses a dragon type move. Isn't that ass backwards?
That was damage. I mean, Alola Marowak played the sick fake outs.
True.
Banette, like, I love Mega-Banette because, like, you can, if you play it well, and I mean, obviously, we've showcased one where we did kind of badly.
It's an annoying Pokemon to fight. Like, most annoying Pokemon boil down to, like, a gimmick. Like,
Right, yeah.
It's something that it's, like, such a non-threat, you didn't even think about it, but then you just don't happen to have an answer for it. Like,
Oh, dude.
Banette, it manages to be disruptive, but again, like, it works. Like, it's actually good at what it
Right,
does.
because you get a lot of options.
Yeah.
There was a couple of situations where this mattered a lot because, like,
Yeah.
you know, like coming in with, I mean, obviously, Cloister was White Herb, and that's
Yes.
fine, but being able to break Sturdy on Fortress
Yes.
was so massive because we stopped the Aguav, we didn't get Toxic, and that gave us a little bit more room to play around, take an extra hit from Shaman when he
And
went
it
for
makes
the...
switching around easier because
Right,
you're
exactly.
preventing hazards.
Because, I mean, like, realistically, if he got those rocks up at first,
Yeah.
we lost that game.
Of course.
That was it.
Well, not only that, with Magical potentially even setting up hazards when Mega-Banette doesn't even have to use a slot for it.
Right, and of course you get the option to set up hazards, which is amazing.
Yes.
Taunt afterwards, and you're a spin blocker.
Yeah.
With Destiny Bond, so we took out Tyrantrum.
Mega-Banette
Tyrantrum
packs
was our...
a lot of things in one. It's
like-
a very strong lead.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, it's that kind of counter choice of like, okay, do I want to sacrifice my Mega slot for my lead? But I think it is one of the best leads if
Right.
you are willing to give up the Mega. Because like, what other RU Megas are there? Like Steelix and I think Glalie is NU.
Like, there's
Who the fuck uses Mega
you could
Banette?
use Mega Skeptile, which we've seen a couple times.
Yes.
But as we've proven,
It's very counterable.
constantly over the course of this, it will it'll kill Noivern, absolutely, and it'll probably kill a bunch of others, like for Alligator if you want to. But Machamp takes it with Assault Vest and one-shots it with an Ice Punch. And if you chose to run things around it, it's gone.
Machamp proving itself very bulky. Gotta
Right,
say, I've
yeah.
been impressed with it.
Like, it's constantly impressive, and it sits at an 80 defense, but it's that 90 base HP that puts in the work.
Very solid.
And 85 special defense, 208 that goes up 1.5 times, so you're sitting at like actually roughly like a 300 base special defense. Physical attacker that's coming off with 394 stab, no guard, so you can run one of the biggest fighting moves in the game, Dynamic Punch, with 100% chance to confuse. It's amazing. It's such a good Pokemon.
And even if you're against a ghost type that's immune to shutdown, but you got knockoff.
Right, and being able to play around like some of the stuff they're going to do with Mega-Banette. Like, I mean, I'm going to sing Mega-Banette's praises constantly because I love it.
Yeah.
I've always been a massive Mega-Banette fan. Since it was announced, I love the aesthetic. I love that it goes from kind of creepy to literally having claws made of shadow. It's really cool.
Criminally underrated. Like, it was certainly... It was in X and Y, wasn't it? It was among the first wave of Mega.
Was it in...
No, Oris, because it was
Oris,
introduced
yeah.
in Gen 3.
Yeah.
Like, it was definitely pushed to the wayside in favor of other Megas, but it is really good at what it does.
Like, you could take it... It's like Frostless, because Frostless does a very similar thing.
Leave Frostlass. Not bad at all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Frostless does a kind of similar thing, but without the same level of versatility.
Yeah.
Where you get to go in...
in a trade-off, you're not giving up your Mega.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously... So, like... But in Frostless sits in PU.
Yeah.
Which is... Or ZU, even, which is astonishing. And in contrast, you know, like, that Prankster really brings it up. But you can take Mega-Banette into some of the higher tiers if you really want, and it'll put in work the same as it hit here.
Yes.
You can come in, you can take away the opponent's hazards, you can threaten the Destiny Bond, you get knockoff, you can put up hazards, and then you can almost always claim one.
Yes.
That's like a lot of work. Not a lot of Pokemon can come in and they can outright just claim one. I'm thinking maybe we could swap out Jolteon for like
I don't know, it just doesn't really offer any
right,
switches.
like there's a couple of other options. I do like the idea of running is it in NU? Oh my god.
What are you looking for?
I was thinking Electivire because I'm a big Electivire fan.
Motor
And I also love Minior because Minior is so cool. But it's all like different stuff, different team, different video. In the meantime, we've climbed a whole 138, which is like
That's
solid.
not bad.
That's
what,
4 wins.
4 or 5 battles? Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's a 4-0 win.
Well, you're good at RU.
I mean, the bottom ladder on Anywhere is really shit.
Yeah.
Like, we made some bad plays, but still, that was pretty sick. Look, if you want to see some more RU, if you're enjoying the series, let us know.
Let us know if you want to continue us to build another RU team, or do you want to see some of the higher tiers, some of the lower tiers,
Right, yeah.
mix of everything, or some of the OM of the month.
Right, because
type
Showdown is
stuff.
pretty new to the channel, so I'm pretty happy to like let it grow and stuff. In the meantime, like I said, we've really enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. Like, subscribe, comment, do the whole thing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
And don't forget to be the very best. See ya.